As most of you know from the news recently, Ferrari announced that Carlos Sainz would be joining Charles Leclerc for 2021 after Sebastian Vettel decided not to extend his contract. For any F1 driver, it is their dream to drive for Ferrari due to its illustrious history and worldwide fame. You know how they say, history repeats itself? Well, with Sainz now joining Ferrari, he has followed exactly the same career path as his idol Fernando Alonso did up to this point. Who knows, maybe we'll see Sainz have another stint at McLaren in the future. But anyway, back to the video. The big question that everybody's asking, is Carlos Sainz ready for Ferrari? So let's start off with the man himself. Carlos Sainz Jr. is the son of a very successful rally driver, Carlos Sainz Sr. The 25-year-old was born in Madrid, and as with all other drivers in many formulas, he began his career in karts. His karting years were very successful, as he won the Asia Pacific KF3 title and was runner-up in the Spanish Championship in 2008. More success came in 2009 as he won the prestigious Junior Monaco Karts Cup, and again was runner-up in the European KF3 Championship. More success came in 2010 and 2011 as he won the Formula Renault 2.0 NEC Championship and finished second in the 2011 Eurocup Formula Renault Series. A bit of a dip in form came in 2012 as he finished 5th and 6th in the European F3 and British F3 Championships respectively. In 2013, he had the worst championship result of his career, finishing 10th in the 2013 GP3 Series, but bounced back the following year to win the Formula Renault 3.5 Series. Then in 2015, he was called up to the big leagues. He was partnered by the highly anticipated teenager Max Verstappen, who stole all the headlines as the youngest driver in F1 history. To some extent, all the hype surrounding the young Flying Dutchman overshadowed Sainz's talent. Nevertheless, Sainz proved that he was just as good as Verstappen, with some strong results early on in the season. However, mid-season, he was hit by a string of bad luck, retiring for 4 straight races and ended the season with a total of 7 compared to Verstappen's 4. As a result, Verstappen finished higher up in the championship that year than Sainz. He slowly improved year after year, finishing 12th in the championship in 2016 and then 9th in 2017 and 10th in 2018 with Renault. Then in 2019, he made the move to McLaren, replacing fellow Spaniard Fernando Alonso. That season, Sainz was absolutely incredible, finishing 6th in the championship ahead of both Pierre Gasly and Alexander Albon, who both drove a Red Bull for half the season. At the final race in Abu Dhabi, he overtook Nico Hülkenberg on the last lap to finish 10th and score the sole points he needed to secure 6th in the championship. Now evidently, Sainz is completely eligible to drive for the Scuderia. He has achieved a lot of success in lower formulas and proved that he's extremely quick in an F1 car too. He also proved last season that he can deliver very strong results in a big team like McLaren. But sadly for him, Ferrari is a completely different ballgame. As soon as a driver steps foot in Maranello, they are instantly burdened with huge expectation not just from the team, but from the whole of Italy. After Sebastian Vettel announced that he'd be leaving Ferrari, former Austrian Formula 1 driver Alex Wurz said that the Ferrari system makes drivers go into burnout. To be honest, I couldn't agree more with his statements. The culture at Ferrari is driven by passion and emotion, and if you have ever been to the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, you can feel exactly that, especially when one of their drivers wins, for example, Charles Leclerc last season. Ferrari's emotion-driven system is their greatest strength, but also their greatest weakness. Whenever a driver performs well, the team and the country are extremely jubilant, patriotically singing the national anthem and praising their drivers for weeks on end. This creates an unmatchable aura around the team that pushes them on to get better and better. But all it takes is one bad weekend and the mood swings from triumphant to gloomy. The environment starts to become very toxic, and it causes there to be friction and instability within the team. In recent history, Ferrari have tried to solve this problem by simply changing team principle. However, this has only backfired even more as there's no secure or definite leader in the team, and as a result, this breeds more instability, which eventually causes things like this to occur. So, I ask again, is Carlos Sainz ready for Ferrari? He definitely has the capability to achieve some fantastic results. He is also more than talented enough to match and even beat Leclerc in race weekends and even in the championship, if given equal opportunity. But that is a big if. And as we know, Ferrari are planning to build a team around the Monegasque, and it will be very difficult for Sainz to get an opportunity to show us what he can really do. But I predict that if he starts 2021 on fire and gets the better of Leclerc in a majority of the race weekends, I wouldn't be surprised if Ferrari decided to give Carlos a chance to go for the championship, even though Leclerc may still be the number one. I think the first few races will be crucial in determining whether Carlos will remain a firm number 2 at Ferrari or whether he'll be given the same opportunity as Leclerc. Although, having said that, it will be a huge uphill task for the Spaniard, as he will not only have to get the better of Leclerc, who is already well established within the team and extremely quick, he will also have to bear the stress and pressure of being a Ferrari driver, which could take its toll on him over an extended period of time. Sebastian Vettel is the most recent example of a driver who caved in under the pressure of the Ferrari system. Notice how whenever he would do well, everything was going perfectly, but whenever one thing went wrong, it triggered a chain reaction of similar events that's led to his championship falling apart. Now, a lot of people will say that Seb's mistakes caused the 2017 and 2018 championships to slip away, and while this is partly true, the mood within the Ferrari garage was extremely low, which is not what a driver needs to perform well. When Carlos joins the team, he will have to be prepared to handle this emotional roller coaster to be able to succeed. He will need to remain very consistent and not follow the extreme Ferrari mood swings. Will he be able to handle it all? Only time will tell. Hopefully, he won't burn out like Alonso and Vettel, but with Ferrari, nothing is certain. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to see plenty more great videos. Also, comment whether you think Carlos will be able to handle the Ferrari system, and share this video with everyone in the F1 community and beyond. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.